Hello, everyone. We are the standard bearers. We are Brandon, Mulugeta, and John. And this is our term project for CMPE 272 Enterprise Software Platforms. Let's get started. We set out to achieve three primary goals with this project. The first was ease of contribution. We wanted every member to contribute effectively, regardless of their hardware or technical expertise. We have achieved this by using a modular code structure to minimize merge conflicts and containerizing our development environment to simplify local setup across different operating systems. We also implemented continuous deployment, which allowed us to push changes to production without worrying about the underlying cloud infrastructure. Our second goal was rapid prototyping. Because we had to balance this project with other academic responsibilities, we focused on speed. Our modular architecture allowed us to build simple functionalities and swap them for better implementations later. We strictly followed a minimum viable product mindset, ensuring we implemented only necessary features with high quality. We also practiced agent-driven development, using coding agents to handle the bulk of the writing and reviewing while we focused on testing and approval. Finally, we applied practical lessons from our course under the guidance of Richard Sin. We avoided reinventing the wheel by integrating existing solutions and using enterprise tools like PHP and MySQL. We also ensured our individual websites could communicate through agreed upon technical standards, much like RFCs used in professional software engineering. The marketplace application features a homepage that leads to a guarded products area. Users are prompted to sign in via email or social login before they can proceed. The products page aggregates items from each member's website, displaying the name, price, and originating company. Users can filter by keyword, sort by trending or top-rated status, or view products from a specific company. Clicking a product opens a detailed page with descriptions and reviews, including a link to the original company site and a form where users can leave their own feedback. Regarding implementation, we used Firebase authentication for secure access. For the search functionality, we defined an open API specification that each company followed. This allowed the marketplace to query data via HTTP and cache it in memory with ACPU for fast responses. A significant challenge we faced was that many third-party services gatekeep essential features like API access and webhooks behind paid subscriptions. To overcome this without a budget, we built our own tracking and review services using a PHP and MySQL wrapper. Because our design is modular, these internal services act as placeholders that we can easily swap for enterprise platforms like Stamped or Heap once funding is available. This flexibility also extends to our data layer, where we can transition from MySQL to more complex technologies like Elasticsearch, DynamoDB, or Hadoop as our data processing needs grow. Looking at the high-level data flow, a request from a client device first hits Cloudflare. It acts as an external reverse proxy and provides secure HTTPS. Cloudflare then forwards the request to our internal reverse proxy, which routes it to the correct PHP script based on the URL path parameters. The server gathers and caches product data from the individual websites while querying the MySQL database for visit and rating info. Finally, the completed page is streamed back to the client. Now that you have an overview of the architecture, I would like to show you some of the extra features we added for those extra points. In line with our focus on ease of use, we streamline our deployment such that creating a GitHub release is all it takes to update the production site. You can see here that our pre-release version is version 0.17.0. Basically, tagging a release runs a pipeline that builds our Docker container and pushes it to the registry. The server then pulls that new version automatically. Now that the pipeline is finished, we can see the production version is updated. There you go. So another key feature involves a lesson from the course about making enterprise software look professional on any device, whether you are on a smartphone, a computer, or a tablet. The application remains fully responsive. We achieve this by asking coding agents to implement flexible CSS across the entire site. I will now hand it over to Mulugeta for the functionality demo.
Thank you, John. I am Mulugeta Girmay. I'm gonna demoing test case 1 through test case 5. So as a new user, I should be able to sign up, log in, and log out. So I'm gonna start with sign in using an email address. Let's say yeah, gmail.com. So we can give our name here and password. All right. So I just sign in using my email address and then the password I created. And then you can see here the profile on the top corner, right? So the user should be able to log out. And then if they want to log in again, they can sign in using the email that they sign up. And there we go. So they can log in back within the same credential that they use for sign up. So this is our landing page. So you can see the trending now, or like the most visited products across all the companies, and if you want to see, you can click view, and then it's going to take you to a products detail page. But before that, I want to show you here. So if you go to like a pros products, it's going to take you to the product list, and then from here you can search using keywords. For example, if I type Asia and then search, you only see the Asian adventure, which is going to be only the match for that keyword search. And if I want to search using the company's name, I can do that too. So you only see the products that are like under the Banana Boy vendor or company. And if I want the Skyline, I'm gonna see only the Skyline products here. And if I go to Spartan, you can see only Spartan's products. And if I put all, I'm gonna see all the 3 companies here on the product list. And if I want to sort by name, this is already here. But if I want to do it with trending, it's gonna show like the most visited ones. And if I want to top rated, it's gonna show the most top rated first, and then it will continue. And if I go to products here, and let's say, I mean, actually I can show it here too. So if I double click on the product list, I can see the name, the price, and the company name here. If I click this one, it's gonna take me to the external website, which is gonna be the vendor website. So you can come here and then see additional things. And if I click products back, it's gonna take me to the product list. And yeah, that's all I have for test case 1 to test case 5. And I'm gonna pass it to Brandon. Thank you.
Thank you, Mulugeta. And my name is Brandon, and I will be doing test cases 6 through 10. The first test case that we have is the product page and looking at the trending feature. So we sort by trending. We should see all of the trending products. And as you can see here, we have some of the trending products. And we should be able to see that for each of the different shops that we have. Starting with banana, we should be able to see the trending products. Skyline, you can see there. And Spartan Archery. So as you can see, we can see all the trending products for each of the companies. That's the first test case. Now let's move on to the other test case. Test case 7, which is visit tracking. So whenever a product is visited, we increase the count. We increase the count by 1, and so it helps us see what products are trending or being clicked on. Let's go back to trending. Let's go all the way down. Let's choose a product that is in trending. So you can see the level 1 beginner coaching is all the way at the bottom. Now let's click that once. Let's go back to products. Let's go to trending. And we should see, okay, yeah, we can see that beginner coaching is now around the middle after we clicked it. So that trending feature, when you click it, is working. That is one of the test cases. Now moving on to test case 8, which is actual product review. We should be able to see product reviews and make product reviews. Here we can see that we have 2 product reviews. One of them is mine. One is from another user. And as you can see, I can't make a review because I already made one for this specific product. So let's go back. Let's make a review for another product. Let's wait for this Votech. Let's give it a 4-star and just say great. It's a great bow. We submit that, and we can see that our review pops up. Let's go back to products. There you can see that the review is here. We have 1 rating. Let's click on it again, and we can see that, yeah, it did work. Yeah, that is one of the test cases. Moving on to test case 9, which is empty results. So whenever we search for a random product doesn't exist, we should just get a no products found, and we can see that it is working. We were to do bow, we can see that we do see the products for bows. No. You can see the products for bananas. And if we do vacation, you can see that we see some vacation stuff. So that is working. Another thing that I'm going to test is the actual ID of the products. Let's go back to row. You can see that each product has the ID over here at the top. If we do 2, there should be a product. But if we change it to a product that didn't exist, like 334, we should get a 44 not found. So that is working. We get a empty result for that. This empty result is working. Now moving on to the next test case 10, which is guarded pages. So you shouldn't be able to see the actual products without logging in. Yeah, you can see here that you can't see them unless you click login to view. And if we click login to view, we should go to the page with the banana or the product page. Yeah, as you can see, we can go to that page. Another thing that you can test is if we click login, we should go back to the home page. working. And then the last thing we want to test is if you go to browse products, you should go to the browse products once you sign in. Yeah, and as you can see, we go to the product page. So every test case passed, it's all working. And that is all for our 272 project. Thank you for watching.